next guest stars in the series Homeland, which just received a Golden Globe for Best TV Drama. Please welcome the beautiful and talented Morena Baccarin. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I am a huge fan of the show Homeland, and I told you backstage that and I hope I didn't creep you out, but every time I watch the show and you come on camera, I scream, "I want her on my show!" And my wife has been getting really irritated because she's always right there, and she's leaving me now, and but anyway, that's my problem, not yours. So I'm just absolutely thrilled that you're here.
Thank you. Well, here I am.
And I already know so much about you. I'm always going on Google.
Tell
Yes.
me.
I do know a lot about you. For example, I didn't realize when I first started watching the show that you are from Brazil. You were born in Brazil?
I was born in Rio, actually. I moved to New York when I was about 7, but for the first part of my life, I lived there.
Rio is fantastic.
Have you been?
I was there once. My dad took me when I was about 8, and he's a scientist, and he took me for business. And I've never been so self-conscious in my life because I had bright orange hair and freckles, and everyone in Rio just stared and pointed.
You don't really blend in
there. No, I don't blend anywhere. I don't blend in a clown college. So you're from Brazil. You obviously speak...
Portuguese.
You speak Portuguese?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
I do, actually.
But you don't have any accent. Did anyone in your family have a strong accent?
Believe it or not, my mom, even though we live in New York for 20 years plus, my mother still cannot get rid of her accent.
Right.
And I try...
How strong is it?
Oh, it's strong. A couple of my favorite words that she says, this is so mean, I'm so gonna get so much crap from her for totally giving her up. Starbucks, you know, which is, you end up going to a lot. My mother likes to say, Starbucks.
I kind of like that. Are you going to Starbucks?
Yes. Another favorite of mine is the word strawberry. Mm-hmm. Strawberry.
She says strawberry?
Yes.
So if you asked for a strawberry drink at Starbucks, it would be just fantastic.
Strawberries at Starbucks.
Yeah. Let's talk about...
And that somehow my mom sounds like a drag queen. She's not a drag queen.
She's not a drag queen?
No, are you surprised?
That was my next question. Is your mom a drag queen? Whoa.
See, it's her wrath.
It's the wrath of your mother. He displeases me. My pants are falling apart, too. I'm not kidding. They're disintegrating. That's not your problem. Again, my problem. This is the least professional show you've ever been on. Speaking of professional shows, Homeland has immediately become one of my favorite television shows. The writing, the acting is so brilliant.
Thanks.
And then I found out that President Obama has said he is a huge fan and never misses an episode.
I was shocked and a little appalled because I realized that Obama has seen my boobs.
Yes, yes.
The president of the United States.
Yes, yes.
My husband likes to tease me about that.
Your husband teases, because you do some nude scenes, which I try to fast forward through them and...
Of course, as does everybody else.
I just like the plot, but... And I'm sure the president does as well. But your husband gives you... I mean, what does your husband say to you?
You know what? He understands. He's in the business as well. He's a filmmaker. He gets it. But it's hard. You know, it's never easy. And to make matters worse, one time, Damian Lewis's wife had been visiting. They live in London.
He plays your husband on the show.
Exactly, Brody. And she'd been visiting from London. She went home and left. And he opened his bag one day after he got home from work, and he found like a lacy black thong in there. Called her up and was like, honey, thank you. It's so sweet of you to leave a little something behind for me, so I'm thinking about you. And she's like, I'm sorry. What? What are you talking about?
Oh, no.
He's like, in my bag? She's like, don't know what you're talking about. He's like, you know what, never mind. We'll talk later. He looks closer at the thong, and it has my initials in it. Okay, I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, of course you know what we're thinking.
But it turns out that the wardrobe person who was setting up his room had my stuff there, too, and dropped it in his bag accidentally. but it could have caused a big stir.
Yes, yeah. This happens with at our wardrobe all the time. My wife is always finding Andy's thong. It says
It's a
AR.
mistake, sorry. I don't know how they got there.
Homeland just won the Golden Globe. Congratulations.
Thank you
It must
so
have been really
much.
exciting. You went to the Golden Globes and looked stunning.
Thank you so
Stunning.
much.
I think we have a photo of you at the Golden Globes, and you look
Oh, really?
absolutely beautiful there. And I'm curious, had you been to the Golden Globes before?
No, never to the actual event. I've been to the parties, but never to the event, and it was amazing. You know, incredible to see all these actors that you grow up watching all in the same room. I had, can I brag a little bit?
Sure.
Morgan Freeman came up to me and said, I was tempted to step on the train of your dress just so I could talk to you.
Oh my God.
I melted. I was just like, well, you're talking to me now.
Yeah. It's the guy from the Penguin voiceover. I was drawn naturally to the train of your dress. Wow, that's incredible. And then what about the parties afterwards? Did you go to those?
We did. We hit some parties, and then the cast was kind of traveling in a pack. We went to one party when we were trying to get in, and they were like, do you have tickets, you know, for the party? And we're like, oh, well, you know. Somebody goes, it's okay, it's the cast of Homeland. They just won a Golden Globe. And they're like, okay, do you have tickets?
Yeah.
And we're looking around like, what? And Claire's publicist is standing there with Claire. They have the Golden Globe, and we're like, we have the Golden Globe!
You could buy those anywhere. I have like 10 Golden Globes in my glove compartment. They were formerly bowling trophies.
You can't use them for anything.
No, well, true story is the second time I hosted the Emmys, I finished the Emmys. People were like, good job. And I was walking into the after party. Guy stops me, puts his hand on my chest. You can't come in. And I said, I just hosted it. And he went, where's your ticket? Couldn't have a ticket. And I was, for 45 minutes, I was like trying to get in. When I got there, all the shrimp was gone.
Only in LA.
Only in LA. Okay. I hope I didn't creep you out by personally booking you on this show and making you come here.
Yeah. And having your pants fall apart.
Just don't bend over.
It was an accident. It was an accident.
right.
You can watch Homeland on Showtime On Demand, and you must watch it. You're delightful to talk to. Please come
Thank
back
you.
soon.
I would love to.
Morena, Baccarin. We'll be right back. Wilco.